Let go. Bro, okay, so I gotta tell you something absolutely insane.
What's up, bro?
So, and people aren't even gonna believe this, but this is absolutely true. And I'm not gonna say any names or any locations, but there's this guy I know, and he works at Waffle House. And if you shoot him a message while he's working and ask for, I'm pretty sure, a happy waffle, this nigga makes weed waffles in Waffle House. And they're green, and he sells them for $6. And I just wanted to say that because I thought that's absolutely crazy, and I don't think anyone would ever believe that. But what's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Yo.
My name is Kwanzi the Capricorn, but of course it's still no cap, you dig? Welcome to Bruised Fruit. We have a fucking amazing guest, my brother, my best friend. I grew up with this man, the coolest dude I know. He taught me everything I know, how to be cool, how to walk the talk, the swag, the drip. Give it up for my nigga Ty, aka Noob.
Yo. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right?
What's going on, Ty?
What up?
You doing all right, brother?
Chilling, man. Buzz. Black. Highly favored.
Hell yeah, I feel that, man. Shit. We just want to definitely step on right into it. I'm trying to, get a little faded with you because you're already smoky tokey over there.
Yeah, I'm hitting one.
What
you smoking over there, brother? What's your option for the day?
This is just originality. I like to go with the OG Cushy Kush. Bringing it back. But yeah, man, I just want to hop into it. Where you are from, what's your name, and where have you grown up at, my dog?
Well, bro, you know me. Pretty much from Belton, South Carolina, small little country town in South Carolina. Not many people there. Compared to most other cities, it'd be way more people. So small little country town.
Yeah.
I was actually born in Vincent's, Indiana, though, which is crazy. I don't know how I ended up there. Couldn't even tell you. But Vincent's, Indiana, yeah.
Do you remember any time while you was in Indiana, or that was
No.
just like when you was young?
Probably once I was first born, and that was it.
I gotcha. Man, that's crazy. So I guess growing up, man, how was your childhood? Because from knowing you, I know a lot of things that you've, definitely been through. But, besides the bad things as a childhood, do you know any good memories as a child?
Oh yeah, dog. It's everybody have their good memories and their bad memories. I was pretty much raised by my grandparents. I was raised by them since I was a month old.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, she was there, but I didn't really know her like that. And then of course my dad pretty much lived down the street my whole life, so I knew him and had a better connection with him than I did my mom. But
Right.
yeah, I was raised by my dad's parents. So that's my grandparents. Yeah.
Shout out to your grandparents, man.
Oh yeah,
I love
rest
them.
in peace, mama.
Yeah, rest in peace. Big grandma. Papa doing good. He's running that farm.
That COVID is something serious. Wear your mask, everybody.
Yeah.
Take that mask stuff serious. Yeah, my papa's 80 years old, man, and still worked third shift, and that COVID tried to take him out, but he pushed through strong.
That's a blessing, man. I'm really glad, because I was worried myself, bro. That shit's very scary. But yeah, bro. I know when growing up, before like I actually knew, I see you around and stuff. Like in school. I think actually no, the first time I saw you, we were riding the same bus.
Yeah, we was on the same bus.
Yeah, you were going to an alternative school, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how was that?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. The alternative school is what really changed my life. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
you know, everybody go down the wrong path at some point in time in their life.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, being black, raised up in the hood, you know, pretty much just living. But everybody go through that little rough stage. So, but yeah, that took me to go to alternative school for me to change my ways, dog. Had to get on, you know, probation and all that stuff at a young age. It was hard, but you know, push through it and continue.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, growing up, you know, as a mixed kid, I know that it can be very confusing and stressful, you know. So how was it for you growing up as being a mixed child?
To be honest with you, bro, a living hell. I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I'm the first mixed Italian on my mom's side. So her whole side of the family is Italian, you know, so nothing against Italian people. But of course, you know, if you know real Italian roots and how they trace back and things like that, they like to stick to their own kind, just like how Jews and things like to stick to their own kind, things like that. So it's pretty much once they found out that I was mixed, you know, it was kind of a wrap from that point. So I don't really have a connection with my mom's side of the family at all. So like,
yeah,
it is what it is. So I was like raised by my dad's side, which is of course they're black. Pretty much I grew up in an all black home, you know, Southern black home. You know, you went to church every Sunday, you know, the whole nine. Go to school. You know, if you got in trouble, you got your ass whooped. The whole nine. So yeah, that's how I was raised. But of course, you know, the last time I seen my Italian family was, of course, my brother's funeral was the last time I seen my Italian family, and I was 3 years old when that happened. I'm 25 right now, so I don't really talk to them like that. But yeah, I pretty much experienced racism my whole life, especially being the first, like one of the first mixed kids in your black family too. Right. You know, it threw off everything too. So
yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so growing up with nothing but all your cousins and all your friends was just black, and then you was just always lighter than them. You know, you always got called light bright the whole nine, and then your last name is Albright. They don't make it any better, so it is what it is.
Yeah, me, like, people wouldn't understand what I was. Like, people would always think I'm Mexican or
to this day,
freaking Portuguese.
To this day.
Yeah, but I mean, still, I love it, man. Like, I love my culture. I mean, we both got it tatted on our arms, Mixed Nation. You know, I'm going to always represent that till I die. Like, I love my culture, and I think all mixed people should.
Being biracial is something different.
It is, man.
Because you get to experience both sides. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really sit up here and say one is better than the other when you're both. You know what I'm saying? Only if you can say that, the only thing you can go off of is just your personal views of just how you looked at life on it. So that's really how you look at it. So I mean, I dealt with all kinds of things. Like, majority of my friends is white. You know, so but then again, I'm pretty much raised in a black family, so they still look at me as a black person. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm half of them.
Right.
So
yeah, I agree too, man. Like I said, it's just, I remember my dad, he told me he was working at a job, and fortunately he was working for some racist woman, and she was just saying of how she feels bad for mixed kids and stuff, having to deal with that. And my dad was like, what are you talking about? Mixed children are the future of the world, because, you know, that's showing that they can bring peace between black and white.
Majority of the kids nowadays, especially down here where we're from, bro, it seems like everybody that we went to school with now have a biracial child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it seems like the next generation that's going to be growing up is going to be biracial.
Yeah, I agree. Because I think whenever we first maybe moved here, the beginning of just like 2000, you know, and until it reached till maybe 2011 or 12, I feel like that's when I started to see a lot more, you know, biracial couples and children and stuff. But yeah, like you said, it's definitely growing.
My dad, was probably like the only person I really seen talking to a white woman back in the early days. You know,
Really?
like 2002, 2003, 2004. I didn't really see that many.
Yeah.
It was rare, a rare sight to see, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with it. I love it.
I did too.
I cherish it. And of course, you know, now I got kids, and then of course that gives you a good example for you to explain to your children about race from a young age, especially like my daughter. You know, my daughter's the mix that looks white.
Right.
So she sometimes get confused of what race she is, but of course you have to let her know, like, at the end of the day, you is a little black girl.
I know, even with excuse me, my little goodness, my little brother, like my dad was asking him, like, what skin color are you? He's like, I'm white. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't want that. That's just how I feel with the world. You know, they manipulate so much because it's just everything you see is white. You know what I'm saying? It's, you go to school, you know, majority of the kids are white, majority of the teachers are white. You know, everywhere stores, like movies, you know what I'm saying? It's more white. So I understand that's probably at a young age of why he thought that. But, you know, my dad, of course, talked to him and, you know, let him understand, like, you got to know, you know, where you're from, your culture, and, you know,
definitely let your kids know from a young age about what's going on, especially now since it's 2021 and what happened in 2020, man, was just something serious. 2020 was just like my year that like broke me. I'm gonna be honest, like it broke me down, dog.
Yeah, big time.
It made me look at people different. A lot of people different. Like I had to legit question a lot of my friends I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I lost a lot of close relationships that I can say that was relationships that was 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's just because of, you can't really blame somebody for how they was raised. You know what I'm saying? So
at that too, and surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but when I think back, some of my friends that were white in school, like, they would do or say racist things that I didn't.
And you would just have to laugh with them. You have to laugh with them.
Well, not even that. Like, it would go completely over my head. And now, like, I'll think about it and, you know, look back, and I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, they was being racist as shit.
Yeah. Like I mean, it was when I mean by, like, you'll have to laugh with them. Like, good example, like me and my buds, like, we're like so close, like it's to the point like I could be like, what's up, cracker? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And then if they be like, what's up, nigga, I wouldn't even say anything.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
I know. That's like, the same with you know, some of my white friends. Yeah. Like, you know, you give them that privilege because you're that close. Like, I mean, they're your brothers. Yeah. But, you know, they're not going out and saying it in public. Yeah, you know, they're only doing it with just that brother love type deal. So
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you just kind of got to, like, laugh about it. But at the end of the day, you know, the more and more you think about it, it's just like maybe you wasn't the person that was trying to start the situation. Mm-hmm. But then again, you just got yourself placed in it.
Right, exactly. Well, let's, I don't know if you want to, but I would like to toast up with you on this podcast because, again, this is episode number 2, you dig? And shout out to Stillhouse. Hopefully they don't sue us or something just because we're using them. Mixing this with ginger ale, ladies and gentlemen. We are both over the drinking age. I am 26, and that's Ty
also
said.
Just to let y'all know, we did have COVID testing. Everything came back negative. We are good. We are clean. Also 6 feet away.
Exactly. You see this social distancing. We good, guys.
Here you go, brother.
Oh yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Let's tell them about the back in the day, man. I want to hear from your side of the story. When we met as bros, like the day I was just like, "What's up, dog?" on the bus. Like, what was your opinion? Because legit, you was the one that hung out with white kids more than I did. So
I mean, I definitely hung out with black kids too. They were my homies. Like in school, like I tried to be cool with absolutely everybody. But we're gonna get to that as growing up as kids. But when I did first meet you on the bus, you came up and you were just like, "What's up, man?" You were sitting behind me, and you were just asking me questions. What's my name? And then you were like, we're gonna hang out today, bro, when we get off the bus. And then I was just like, man, I don't even know who this kid is. I was like, I don't know, maybe next time or so. And then, after that, we just started kicking it. But we'll definitely get more into detail about it further on or whatnot. But I just wanted to get back to what you're saying. You did say that your grandparents raised you. Oh, and cheers, by the way, brother.
Oh yeah, bro.
Cheers up. Episode 2. Yeah, that's nice. But yeah, you said that you were raised by your grandparents. But are you on good terms with your parents?
Oh yeah, like
right now?
I mean, I call my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand the situation. Long story short, I'm not gonna get too far into detail.
Yeah.
But long story short, my mom was 14 when she had me. My dad was 17. So, of course, at a young age, they, was kids themselves. So they couldn't raise a kid, So, and then my dad sold drugs back in the day, heavy too. Like, so if anybody in this area, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're around my dad's age, you know my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad, my family is super popular around in the area. Right. Especially, like, in the drug scene, like, from back in the day. Like, cars, money, clothes, jewelry.
Oh, yeah, your dad was definitely whipping them whips.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much anything, like, how you would have seen, like, in a hip-hop video and stuff like that. I mean, I experienced that as a kid, like, growing up with my dad. And like, my grandparents would let me see that just because they would tell me, like, I want you to experience stuff like this just so you would know that I don't want you to never go down that same path.
Right.
Because nobody in my family, like my dad's uncles, nobody like that graduated from high school. They all, ended up selling drugs and stuff back in the day.
Yeah, it was only you and your sister, right?
Yeah, and a couple of my cousins that graduated. That's graduated.
That's good. That's awesome. Yeah, man. We're about to get deep because I know fucking after you were living with your grandparents, things got a little rough when you were living with them, and pretty much you did become homeless. Is that right?
Yeah, man. Pretty much my granddaddy was super strict on rules, and when I graduated, like, I had graduated, got my collision license and the whole nine, so got certified in collision. Thought that's what I was going to end up doing, working on cars pretty much my whole life. So I didn't want to go to college. That kind of killed my granddad because he wanted me to go to college, you know. So since I was, like, going to be, like, one of the only to graduate high school, he was like, you need to go to college. But, and I was like, well, how am I going to pay for it? And then, of course, him being almost, 70, 5 at the time, maybe 70, early 70s.
They're still on that.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know.
Right.
I ain't even went past 6th grade, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Right. And I was just like, well, I don't know either. Like, they didn't really teach us nothing like that on how to get in colleges and how to get scholarships and all that stuff. Like, if you didn't play a sport, or, like, if you wasn't, like, gifted, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't really give a fuck about you at BHP. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that's a bad thing, because that school taught me a lot of lessons, like, growing up, made me the man I am today. But, like, as in, like, if you pretty much, like, didn't show them, like, you was gifted, like, they didn't really give a fuck about you or what you had going on.
That's facts.
And, like, so they're not going to tell you how to get a scholarship. They're not going to tell you how to apply for a college. You know what I'm saying? Especially if your parents ain't go to no college. You can't ask them how to apply. So you just, like, fuck it, I don't know. So I'm just clueless at this point. So I just like, I'm not even going to go. I'm not even going to even attempt. Bro, I never even applied for a college before.
Right.
I can't even tell you how to apply for a college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you almost went to Tri-County.
Yeah, I almost went, bro. And the only reason why I almost went to Tri-County is just because I was going to extend out my auto collision stuff a little bit longer.
And I was there for like a year and a half, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. But
I was the type, like, if I wasn't going to a university, like, my goal was really to go to a HBCU.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
That was my goal. I wanted to go to some form of a HBCU, and I was like, if I didn't go to an HBCU, I was like, I'm pretty much not going. Right. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, you know, I'm just a normal person.
So then basically they weren't up for that, so they're like, you need to get out, kind of.
Pretty much. Like, they're the type where, like, once you're 18, you think you're grown, you got to ride. Which it wasn't a bad thing because, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, it was scary, bro, because, like, I mean, you were, at first, I know you were hopping from, house to house, and then.
It was like every 3 days, like, I'm taking my shit and moving it somewhere, like with a homie, or sleeping on somebody's couch, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, it got to the point where I was legit.
Oh, you came to my place, too, a couple of times.
Yeah. It was to the point where I was staying right next door to my grandparents. Next door.
I remember. And they wouldn't
they still wouldn't let me come. They was just like, once you're out, you're out. You know what I'm saying? Type deal.
Right. And then it was on to the to the camper.
Yeah.
Freaking, you moved into the camper right up the street from my house. Well, because literally, like, your grandparents was by my house, and then your dad's house was right by my house.
Yeah.
And then he had a camper, and he allowed you to stay in there. And that's where things, like...
Turned serious. That's when adulthood like, became real.
Like, we learned a lot, experienced a lot, had a lot of fun times, you know, good vibes. Limos.
A lot of them. Alcohol.
But, yeah, no.
Aki.
But then, after that, you know, I finally got that job with TD Bank, and then we had that come up. Like,
shout out to TD.
Shout out to TD.
Y'all got us on.
All I know is that I remember that day, like, as if it was yesterday. I pulled up in that old freaking 70 Volkswagen van, and then I was like, let's go. I had the apartment ready in Greenville, and we packed that thing up.
What I mean by, like, we was dedicated, like, what he's talking about was, like, legit, he's seen the struggle. Like, he was so ready and eager to get out his parents' house, and I ain't have nowhere to go.
Right.
So he was just like, we would legit just daydream. Like, we would legit smoke blunts and just sit in the car and talk about stuff, about what we're going to do, things we're going to see. Like, we need to make this stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were like, we need to make it happen now. And legit, once you got that job, it wasn't even like 2 weeks later.
I got right after that. Then I got you the job.
Yeah, it wasn't even 2 weeks later. I got a job.
Yeah, the same job with me. And then I pulled up in the van. I got us the apartment, and then boom, we moved in there like freaking Sonic, bro.
Yeah, it was like our whole entire first paycheck went to just nothing but this apartment. We didn't have nothing in it.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing. But legit, what I mean by, like, this apartment was huge.
I know, man.
I mean, like, we got the apartment.
I literally, like, when it happened, when I was looking up apartments, I was just like, fuck it. What's the best apartment in Greenville?
Let's go to it. Why not? Yeah, we're going to get it. And we did. Real shit. It. First paycheck we got from TD Bank, we ended up getting our own place.
But like, literally, like, all that is just all out of love, man. Because, you know, I'm your big brother, and I'm gonna just, anytime when I see you in a situation like that, like, especially of how down bad it was, like, I had to get you out of that, because that shit
it was to the point where, man, I was legit just sleeping on the floor. Not even lying to you. Like, that kicked in with depression real bad. And then, of course, you know, whenever you staying in, like, weekly hotels type things and have to sell drugs and shit, like, you know, you got to a super low place where you're going down the wrong path.
Yeah.
And then I had to, like, self-reflect. I was like, man, I'm starting to be just like my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, man, I need to get out this habit. I need to get out of here quick.
Right.
So I did anything I could to get out. And real shit, bro. I didn't even, like, the job was in Greenville. I lived in Belton. That's like 40 minutes away. And I didn't even have a car at the time. You know what I'm saying? I got the job. I legit was, like I said, I was staying with my neighbor. My neighbor, shout out to Hope. Hope, love you forever, girl. That girl right there was legit. If it wasn't for her, not even joking, she is a white girl. And if it wasn't for her, like, close friend to the day I die, not joking, if it wasn't for her, bro, I don't know where I could have been to this day.
And all out of that too, like the thanker, we got her the job there
exactly.
too.
And that's the thing too. I was like, I didn't have a car, she had a car, and she didn't even have a job, and I was like, Hope, you should apply with me. Yeah. Like, this could make us both money. This could legit get us our step out the door.
Yeah.
And it did. Like,
I sent y'all the application.
Yeah, she got the job. We went to the interview the same day. Yep, I rode with her all the way up until our first check. And then after that, legit, I went and got my own spot, moved my stuff out. Then she bought her own apartment. Like, it started our life pretty much.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, man.
So whenever when we first started getting money, how was that experience for you? From
shocking,
not having money, like, and also, like, what did you, I guess, spend your? Well, I don't want to say how did you spend your money, because I'm not gonna lie, we was a little reckless with our money because we never had that much money in our lives before. So how was that experience for you?
Bad experience. Not gonna lie, whenever you start getting money like that, especially like when you really technically never really had a real job, and then you jump right into a field you don't even know, and it's paying like heavy. Like, of course, a lot of people that's probably watching this video is probably going to be from South Carolina, but if you're not from South Carolina, like $14 an hour down here, you're balling. You know what I'm saying? Huge. Like, that's a lot, especially being like 18, 19, 20. Facts. Like, you're making a lot of money at that age.
Huge facts.
And yeah, man, and making money like that, and legit, our bills were just pretty much getting split up. So like, we're barely paying bills, you know what I'm saying? So it was like every Jordan that came out, I'm buying every Jordan, you know.
All right, guys, we keep having a little technical difficulties there, but as you were saying, buying them Jordans, clothes.
Yeah, man. Pretty much anything I said, long story short, anything I said I wanted, I got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was a bad thing. Like, I had like that 50 Cent mindset. Like, I'm going to get anything I wanted. And I didn't care. Like,
how hard was it to focus?
It was
just like on your, I guess, your mandatory things that you needed to focus on, you know, like how
you couldn't focus. Because at that point, you know what I'm saying, when you buying 2, 3, 4 cars at one time, and you getting clothes, going to the club every Friday, Saturday, going out of town almost every weekend.
It was, bro.
Going out of town for weeks at a time. Yeah. You know, like, it was
a good experience.
But at the same time a bad experience, because like it was terrible. Like, when it comes down to if you think about it, all the money we spent on nothing.
Now, hold that thought. I just want to switch it up, because it is now time for positive black news.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just want to go ahead and switch to this segment. We want to go ahead and say that it is official. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden is the vice president and also the president of the United States.
Yep.
That's what's up. That is absolutely great news. I'm so happy.
I knew that was going to win. I knew they was going to win from the get-go.
It's finally time for a good change in this world and in this nation. Also, On a quote from Good Black News, Jennifer King makes history as first black woman to be full-time NFL coach. Jennifer King continues, quote, the Washington football team will make King a full-time offensive assistant after spending the past season as a coaching intern. And she is the first black woman to be a coach in the NFL, man. That is freaking amazing.
Women in 2020, 21 is blowing up. Black women, you need to shout out to black women.
You know it. Shout out to all of our queens.
Shout out to pretty much any women. I always say women is just pretty much just like without women, you know what I'm saying? The world wouldn't be the way it is,
exactly.
man.
Hell no. We need our women to keep us sane.
Yeah.
You know, without them, we don't know what in the world we'll be doing right now. So yeah, man, I want to quickly talk about from when we were living in the apartments. How were these party talk? Because
when I mean by lit,
like you guys don't.
By black,
ladies and gentlemen, not even that though. Just the parties itself. Like Project X, like people be saying they throw parties like, oh, it was Project X.
We had over 80 people.
Bro, not even. I think it was more than that, bro. Like, it was way more than that, bro.
Bro, people was like, we filled up the guest parking spots, every available parking spots, because we had assigned parking in our apartment.
Like, I'm talking.
Cars got towed. Like, they're parking their cars like a half a mile down the street to walk to our party.
Our parties were so lit. Like, I mean, obviously, cops definitely multiple times.
The reason we got kicked out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I knew it. Like, after the last party we had, I was like, yeah, we're definitely going to get kicked out.
Oh, my gosh, bro. Literally, it was, like, crazy. Like, I'm not even kidding.
From day one. What I mean by day one, once we moved in.
I know the first day we had a party.
We was like, we're going to invite everybody at work into our party. And legit, like, 45 to 50 people showed up. We was legit just, talking around, like, hey, we're about to throw a little kickback real quick. It was like a Thursday or something like that.
I didn't know anybody in that bitch. But it was lit. But the most lit one was definitely probably the last one.
The Halloween party.
Dude, the fucking house was shaking. The floor was bouncing. Like,
dude. Like,
it was a concert, literally,
straight up, bro.
You couldn't even move in the bitch. Like,
no offense to my woman. Don't take this no personal. You know what I'm saying? It's just for the podcast. But, I had to throw that out there. Cut this out, Marcus. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, women was everywhere. Dude, I mean, and then you know how they say on Halloween, girls just sit up here and they just get bucket naked. Women out here in thongs everywhere.
Because it was a Halloween, so everyone was dressing up in like crazy ass costumes.
Like I couldn't even focus in there at the time. Like I'm not even joking.
I was a fucking werewolf,
bro. I blacked out.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what I was.
I definitely didn't black out, but it was lit. It was very lit.
Bro, you remember my birthday party? The shootout party?
We're not even talk about that one because that was just
dude, was bad. Legit, how can you shoot up an apartment complex party? Like,
well,
you know what I'm saying? I understand when people say they about to shoot up a club. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear that. Like, that's common technically down here.
I'm gonna tell you this story. Okay, it's Ty's birthday and everyone's already like turned up. Now it's
21st birthday. 21st. I mean, lit.
This guy,
alcohol everywhere.
He's blacked out upstairs. He's out, sleep. So I'm just, I'm taking care of everything. Make sure everything is good. And then I glance outside. I see some women getting jumped, and I'm like, oh my god. Why is this girl getting jumped by all these women?
I'm legit sleep. Like, what I mean by sleep, I have no fucking clue nothing of this is happening.
So
right
I'm
now.
like, oh my God. Like, cause literally like she's just out there by herself getting stomped on by like 3 girls. So I just run out there and then I don't fucking grab nobody or anything. Like I'm just like, stop. Like push, like not even pushing, just like, backing up everyone. Then freaking, I look like a freaking crowd, like 100 people. I swear, like everyone that was in the house is outside in the parking lot, just out of nowhere. A mob of people. And then I look, some dude just decks me in the face. And then like I look and it's one of the dudes that I know, like whatever that,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say his name. And we were like cool, like at the party, we were talking and everything. And he decks me in my face. And then like I look at him, I'm like, okay, maybe he just didn't know it's me or something. And I'm like, yo, like chill. And he starts coming at me again, trying to swing. And then like I'm like, ducking.
Again, I'm asleep.
He's still upstairs. And then just so you know, like the whole parking lot is filled with people, like mobbed out. And then like he starts coming at me again, bro. And then my friend Devin, he comes and he sees me, sees it all happen, and we both grab him and we throw him, and he like falls down to the ground and pulls out a gun, and then just
Legit, you see everybody scatter.
He aims it at me, but then like I guess like I'd like duck or whatever, and then I'm pretty sure he starts shooting in the air, and then everyone is just like just running and shit, and I'm just like, oh my God, like what the hell was that? And he's knocked out upstairs. And then like when everything settled, like I got everyone out the house, I'm like, I bust in the room.
Dude,
I'm like jumping.
It was to the point where legit my mom was there.
Yeah, I know. Your mom was there. Yeah.
Somebody's trying to swing off on my mom.
I was literally like jumping on Ty's bed, like grabbing her. I'm like, Ty, wake up. Like,
I'm dead to the world. Like I'm like 3 bottles of Henny in, like straight up sleep, like coma. Like I didn't wake up till like 3-4 o'clock the next day.
I'm glad I was
legit. I woke up. Once I woke up, the whole house was quiet. Everybody was there, and I just walk into the kitchen. I grab me a bowl of cereal, and I just look everybody in the living room. I'm like, why everybody's fucking quiet? Like what's going on? And they was like, you don't know? And I'm like, what you talking about? And then they're just like, are you serious? Like, you don't know what the fuck happened last night? And I'm like, I have no clue at all what happened last night.
Explained everything of like,
and then I had heard all that shit. And of course that shit pissed me off. And then like it started a whole nother situation.
Cause literally me and that dude, cause he had stole money from me too and everything, and I was about to pull up.
It was to the point where they was telling me people was in our bedrooms. Like,
yeah, bro.
I was just
he
like,
took money out
God.
of my bag and stuff, and I was just like, oh my Lord. But
so,
luckily,
yeah, that was pretty much the end of it. We was like, we can't
not doing that no more.
We can't do that no more.
Yeah.
So like anytime we had a party, like we try to make sure
we made sure it was like at least no like crazy ass
like
people.
It was like the last party, like come on now, like the last party, like a guy got so drunk he ended up pissing outside
yeah.
in front
that was
of
like the only
complex.
bad thing,
and I was like, are you fucking serious? Like,
yeah, we're
in an apartment complex,
out the whole
and I was like, do y'all legit think I'm fucking playing? Like, if y'all scream one more time, y'all getting the fuck out. And it's like, once I stopped talking, they legit thought I was playing. I was like, yo, did you not hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Right, y'all gotta leave now. Like, sit up here and leave now.
Yeah.
Or shit's about to get real. And yeah, bro, cleared the shit out. Yeah, and that was like it. Like after that, because the cops came already like 3 times that night. Like they then gave us a break 3 times. Like, yo, like chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, y'all continue to keep on. So it is what it is. So after that, we ended up legit losing the apartment. Yeah, and then we ended up pretty much had to go our separate ways from that point.
Hell yeah.
We didn't even know what to do at that point. So I ended up legit moving to another apartment complex that was like half a mile up the street. And then Marcus and his girl ended up moving in together, and they ended up getting a house.
Yep. Also, I wanted to talk about our twin car talk, because if you guys don't know, I'll pull up a picture so you guys can see We went and got 2 Eclipse. Well, we each got an Eclipse each the same day. Manuals. I got a 1995 black
I got
Eclipse
a 99
Spider
GST.
convertible. Yeah, black convertible Eclipse Spider 95, and you got a purple
99 GST.
GST. Yeah, and that was lit too. And bro, we was, oh my gosh, we was literally like, I felt like
I done had like
Fast and
7
Furious.
of those cars.
Yeah, no, you went through a lot of the Eclipse because you had wrecked it.
Shout out to Mama again, R.I.P. Mom. That was her dream car, the '95 Eclipse, and my papa bought it for her like the day it came out, and that was like a vivid memory I remember in my head. Like you won't, nobody believe me when I say like I can remember shit from back when I was like a year old.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like it came out, like the year it came out, '95. I remember like my granddad and me, like as a baby, like going on that test ride, testing out that car, and like coming home with it. And that was always my dream car, pretty much from that time period.
Yeah.
And so I was like, when I get older, I'm gonna get one. And legit, I ended up owning like 11, I think, in my life. I ended up building one as a high school project, you know. So.
Oh yeah, the Talon.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same car.
Just the American version.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, when we got those, I felt like the man. I freaking.
It was just a burst of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
it was like a
so
too fast,
fun.
too furious dream.
Yeah.
Like what I mean by like this, me and this guy right here, that's probably the reason why we got such a good bond. It's just because we always been big dreamers. Like we always try to turn dreams into reality.
Facts.
Even if it was not what everybody else would apparently classify as their final image of a dream. But we was grateful for what we had because you know what I'm saying. We came from legit the bottom. You know what I'm saying. So we was legit grateful for what we had. So that's what I mean by like when me and him got these matching Eclipse, and I was like, bro, I'm about to get the hard top. And he was like, I'm looking for a car, and I was like, let me find you one.
Yeah, no.
And I found him a drop top, and I was like, nigga, you
go.
need to get this shit, nigga. And I was like, let's get it.
Day,
and
bro.
legit, once I went and picked my shit up, we went and picked his shit
mine.
up. And legit, the next day I bought another one, a red one. And legit, and that was serious, and kept the red one. Never drove it really until I wrecked the purple one.
Yeah. No, you got the red one after you wrecked the purple.
No, I had the red one before.
Oh. I thought you had
I sold the purple one when I wrecked it because whenever I had wrecked it on 85.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, dude. We was in like just twinning everything, like everything, bro. That's what I'm telling you. When by the end of next year, I'm not gonna say our plans or whatever by next year, but we definitely going back on that twin shit, bro. Cause
What I mean by me and this guy right here, we got years of friendship together. Like, I mean, I'm talking like 10, 12, 13 plus years.
Facts.
Like, this guy right here is he pretty much keep me straight. Like, anytime I deal with anything, like he always suffered with anxiety, and like I always like picked on him because I ain't really technically knew what it was. He always used to be like, man, I'm anxious right now. And I'm like, for what? Just chill the fuck out. Just chill out. Like, calm down, bro. Like, what are you anxious for? He's just like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm just nervous right now. I'm like, bro, you need to really chill. And like, I really fucked with him on that. And then legit, it took all the way up until I was like, what, 24, 23, until I had an anxiety attack myself. And I was like, yo. I was like, yo, bro. Like, I thought I had a heart attack. I legit.
And that's something, that feeling, that heart attack feeling is something that I have every day, like all day. And if you don't know, like, about my hands, you know how my hands are like
always
constantly
fucking sweating.
It's
This dude can soak a towel. You know how like niggas always carry hand towels? This nigga will soak a towel from his palms.
It's an actual condition called hyperhidrosis. And literally it's just to where your hands, people can get it in their hands, their armpits, or their feet. But I just got it in my hands. And
I got it in the pits.
I have it just like a little bit in my arms if I'm like super anxious. But like my hands are always 24/7 sweaty.
You know what they say?
Like mad.
You know what they say? Don't never ever like pick on nobody, but don't never ever sit up here and judge somebody on their problems.
Right, because you don't know.
Because you never know what can happen to yourself. Because I'm not gonna lie, anxiety is real. Mm-hmm. Like I legit thought of suicide. I thought of killing myself. I thought of
it's scary, bro.
Everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought of giving up. Pretty much. I didn't even straight up honest, like if we're not gonna get too far into detail, but like I wasn't like the best dad, you know what I'm saying? I can sit up here and say I was when my daughter was first born, right? Because I was too busy focusing on what pussy and fucking just drinking, partying, you know what I'm saying, going out of town, having fun. Right. I didn't experience all the good shit I was supposed to experience, you know what I'm saying? So. Right. Like anxiety is real, especially when it kicks in all at once, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, like
it's a lot, but you know, it's good to try to get help because
therapy hotlines. I'm telling you,
yeah.
Even if it's free ones, or if it's just friends, you know what I'm saying, just talking to somebody, right? You know what I'm saying, just explaining what you got going on. Right. Always like take it easy.
A lot of people too, like they try to be like, I'm not trying to say gangster people or whatever, but like anyone who just tries to be hard, you know what I'm saying?
Constantly and, for no reason. Like
everybody has
that
something
shit's
going
old.
on.
Like it's not fucking 2005 anymore.
Right.
You know what
it's
I'm saying?
It's okay to say like you got something going on, you know what I mean? Like it's all right that you can say I have anxiety,
everybody
depression.
always sit up here and say they hard and they this and that and the third until like one of their close friends fucking die. Right. And then they're crying like a bitch and then you wonder why, and I'm like, you're not hard now. Like you should have legit just understood the situation beforehand. Right. And you wouldn't even fucking have this issue.
Like, you don't have to be hard to make money. Like, it's all about just being smart, guidance, and guiding your friends. Like, you see your homies doing bad shit, guide them into a greater path to where they can make money. Because,
and we're going to bring that up with John. Like, John is a guy that's older than us and legit, and
he's doing good right now.
He's doing
bro.
Good right now. Like this guy right here is balling. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm proud of this guy.
He was down bad. Like he wasn't able to find any job, and like I literally talked to him the other day.
John is legit another roommate of ours. If y'all don't know, that's one of our close brothers. Shout out to Dade County. Shout out Florida. Shout out John. Swear to God, John.
Big John. You know it. Big Jit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Like seriously. You don't got to be hard to make money. You don't have to sell drugs to make money. You can always invest. Like, and people think
we didn't invest.
We didn't invest, but there's just still so many ways to make money besides just fucking.
You know what I'm saying?
Drugs,
like the thing is, I always say it like this: the shit I know now, I'm so glad I know now because it's something I can teach my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something they didn't teach us. Nigga, I didn't know how to file taxes until I end up owing the government. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And I was like, oh shit, well, I better learn from this situation and I have to figure out how to fix it from there.
Right.
So that's when I was like, yeah. So from that point on, you know, you got to take stuff serious. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even with like school, going back with school, back to high school shit, like, again, that's another thing that they need to start fixing with the economy is like, y'all need to start fixing fucking schools for real and stop teaching them this bullshit and start teaching them some
on the last
real deal
podcast
shit.
we were talking about just stop rewriting the history book and fucking.
It's not even about the fucking history books. Like,
Just
quit
tell some
teaching us
real
how much A plus B equals C is, and start teaching
know,
us
like,
and start
we're not
teaching us
using
how to
that.
file fucking taxes, and start teaching us how to be a
type
adult.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How to save money, how to make a fucking banking account.
How to invest,
you know what I'm saying?
fucking
Like-
stocks, how to fucking do all that shit. Nobody in the real world, I'm sorry, unless you have a specific job, is doing fucking like strict algebra shit. You know what I'm saying? Everyone on
Bro,
their
I
day-to-day
never
basis,
used none of that shit ever. Since
everyone
I've
is
been
just
an adult.
using fucking multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division.
Nigga, it's straight up like this. If you can just count fucking money, that's the only thing that you
Right.
need. And goddamn know how to do footage and how to do a tape measure or something.
Percentage.
In percentage, you're straight.
Right.
Other than that, this A plus B equals C shit, we don't use that bullshit. Like, half the shit they teach us in school, like, we legit
We don't use
use. Like, you legit need to start teaching kids how to be a adult, like how to save money,
And how to
having a
survive in
good
the real
credit
world.
score. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't take a person fucking their credit up to realize how bad and important credit is. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, it shouldn't take that. Like, that should be something that should be taught in school. Like, yo, credit
Exactly.
is a super important thing. You need to take that shit serious. You need to start
Awesome.
legit doing anything you can to keep your credit score above and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
Also with what is it? Oh my goodness. 401ks.
Yeah, like that's not something they teach us. Like they legit don't teach us anything that pertains to the real world, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that I learned, pretty much, from high school, is car shit, because it was hands on. It was
At the
something I
career
did.
center,
It's
and
something
that
I
wasn't
did
even-
every day.
It
You know what I'm
wasn't
saying?
even in our high school.
Yeah, it
was
wasn't
at
even
a
in our high school. It
fucking-
was at a separate area.
Yeah, a career center. And that's how school should have been, because they taught you how to do like a job in the real world.
Real deal shit.
Right.
Like, we're slaving. Like, we're legit slaving. Like, if we was like you worked in like podcast stuff and music
I was
and
in
radio
radio-
podcast.
If it wasn't for radio and TV broadcasting, I wouldn't even be doing this right now. Like,
Exactly.
I wouldn't know how to record music. I wouldn't know how to record my raps.
if it wasn't for
nothing.
me taking auto collision, I wouldn't even know how to fix a car.
Right.
I wouldn't even know how to take a fucking a battery out.
And
you know
that's
what I'm
what
saying?
school need to be about. Like, straight up, man. It's straight bullshit. And I'm sure there are schools that are like that, but you gotta fucking pay like what?
Thousands to just even be
A
able to
month.
even do that. Like, I personally feel trade schools is mostly important. I feel trade schools is better than real schools. Like, what I mean by trade schools, I'm talking about like a trade is something you can always know, like barbering, you know, like nail tech, you know, anything like that
Anything
you know
that you
you can
can-
do as like a side hustle.
Right.
Anything you can do, you know, full time. Like, things like that should always be something that's taught at an early age.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much what I'm saying, let your child catch their glitch at a young age other than a late one. Because if
Right.
so, you wouldn't be in a fucked up situation when you get older. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And two, also, because here especially, they do not like teach at a younger age, like schools here at least. Because for when I went to school in Massachusetts, and I was in 7th grade, and I was already learning fucking languages. It was like a high school, and like
Pass me that.
I was learning languages, fucking like, just higher class of just, you know, math, science. Well, I was learning actually chemistry in 7th grade and shit. And
See, bro, I didn't take chemistry until 10th grade.
see, dude, and did you take a language in high school?
No, because it wasn't required.
See, yes, it was. That's the thing. They told me it was required, but
Bro,
I didn't take
you got to
it.
remember, I went to alternative school my
That's
freshman
probably
year.
why. That's probably why then, because it covered
Bro,
that credit.
I didn't learn shit in alternative school.
But
like,
it probably covered that credit. You had enough credit.
I guess. But bro, what I mean by like I didn't learn shit my ninth grade year, like I never took a history class. The only thing I always took was like math, history, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like I always tell everybody, like I'm not the smartest person. I'm just like Charlemagne the God say, I'm not the strongest weed in the batch in the dispensary. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the smartest person, but like I know common sense shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to like history, all that shit, that wasn't something that was required for me because I done been through so much shit in my life that it wasn't even necessary to need.
Right.
These motherfuckers didn't even think I was going to graduate. So they was like, we just hopefully he going to stay in school. You know what I'm saying? So
Him that still hustles. He got the top over something. Oh. But yeah, for real. Like
once you go to like alternative school down here in the South as a black man, they pretty much already know like you either going to be like a drug dealer, you hopefully they're going to quit or some shit like that. They don't got no hopes for you. They're not even.
That's terrible.
They're not even gonna fucking say anything or like even try to like help the situation or fix it, other than just guide you. Luckily at the time, like shout out to Sergeant McCullough and Sergeant Beatty. Those was the two staff sergeants that pretty much did all the PT and pretty much bullied you the whole time. But those was like the best father figures. I'm not gonna lie, that taught me how to be a man. Alternative school really did help me out in a lot of shit, bro. Like it was to the point where like the exact same principal that expelled me, I ended up thanking him whenever I came back to school the next following year for expelling me. You know what I'm saying? Like I needed that lesson, you know what I'm saying, to teach me how to be a man.
Sometimes you need that.
So and when I did that, the exact same look he gave me that day, he gave me when I walked across that stage. You know what I'm saying? I got my diploma. He was like, Ty, you made it. And bro, and like I legit, like I said, I'm not the smartest person, but for me to be able to bring from like a 2.25 GPA person to a 3.5 GPA within like 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Like I legit was like, I'm going to be dedicated. I'm going to take this shit serious, you know what I'm saying? Like I legit did my thing. So
that's good, bro. Well, cheers to that, bro.
Yeah, man.
For real. Hell yeah.
Not much for a lot of people, because a lot of people out there in the world are probably like, this guy right here is a dumbass.
Nah, bro, but like for us, that's huge, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
From where we come from.
Like I said, from where I come from, bro, to be one of the like only a couple people in my family to graduate, like that's a big blessing for me, bro.
Facts.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hell yeah, bro. So from, I guess, your past of where you were to all the way now, what have you learned?
Take life serious. I done lost over 14 friends since I done graduated, and that was 2014.
But just with everything that you've been through, like homeless, you know, fucking
don't do drugs.
Debts.
And take life serious. I mean, legit, that's really the only thing I can say, bro. Because anxiety is real, and get help if you need it.
Right.
Don't be scared, because I'm telling you, it can eat you alive.
And people really need to be more open about it. Like,
Nigga,
don't be afraid to go.
You know how many times I done just randomly text this nigga right here, and he probably thought I was like on like a suicide mission or some shit like that, and he was like, "What the fuck?" Like I would randomly text him at like 2:00 in the morning, like, "Bro, you know I love you," you know, or some random shit like that. And he be like, "What the fuck is going on with him?" But I'm like in my thoughts, or just like depressed, or you know what I'm saying, like just. Right. Or going through some shit, because like what I mean by like I lost a lot of people, or like got friends in jail that is close to me that's in jail for nothing, just stupid shit, you know what I'm saying, just being stupid. It bothers me, like it actually, like I actually feel the pain more than they probably feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a homie right now that's in jail just for protecting himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's looking at a murder charge, you know, and
It's so sad, man,
Yeah.
because it's just, especially when it comes to things like that, because nobody ever knows what's the full story because they're not there.
And the thing
And
is,
it's
this
just,
man right here is an honest man. Like, he's actually a dude that I actually was like, yeah, I knew he was going to make it. You know what I'm saying? At some point. Like, yeah, he was he was a hard person and he got in trouble. Yeah, just like every other teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
at the same time, he was growing just like everybody else that was
Yeah.
around him. He was
And
growing. Give him a
The
chance.
thing is, too, people think that you don't make mistakes in life. You know, like, that's the whole point of life, is you're supposed to make mistakes to
We
learn.
didn't get fucking money when we graduated. We didn't get a brand new car when we graduated.
Yeah,
We didn't get a handout.
Yeah.
What we got, we made on our fucking own, and that's straight up real. Like 100% real. Like we did not sit up here like half the people we graduated that had brand new cars before they even got out of high school. We didn't get that shit.
Oh, no.
Like what we had, I'm telling you, like we was blessed to have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We did it. Like, just did it on our own. Fucking ran up credit cards, Olive Garden.
Exactly. Like just doing anything to make it, like all kinds of crazy shit. Like, yeah, like real shit. Like we got it out the mud. Like what we have here, even though it's not much, it's a
huge
start.
to us. Yeah.
It's a big start.
Right. And like, I don't know, man. It's just, you got to take everything that you go through as a lesson and a blessing, whether if it's good or bad. Because every time when you're going through something bad, bro, like, and if literally it feels like it's bad after bad after bad, my life, and then
Constantly, you know, my
and
luck.
all that is, bro, is just you starting a new chapter. Like, you're getting ready to start a new chapter. And because every single time, I shit you not, every single time that I've gone through something bad, or I'm going through just back to back to back of just shit, immediately when it's over, something good and amazing happens that I really needed, you know? Quick question. Are you happy?
Actually, man, I'm not gonna lie. I am actually at a point in my life where I'm starting to become happy.
Yeah.
Um,
And what's making you happy?
Fatherhood, bro. My kids. And then changing my life around. I'm not focusing my life on females anymore. Not focusing my life on ego. I don't give a fuck about likes. I don't care about people's opinion. That's why I don't really post anything online.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Just working on yourself.
I'm just working on myself, you know.
That's good.
When I mean by that, anxiety kicked in so hard, like it kicked in hard, and they wanted to put me on medication. I was like, I'm not gonna take medication. I'm just gonna try to fix it myself. You know what I'm saying? So I did have a lot of addiction problems, and a lot of people think when they say addiction problems, they talking about like just drugs and stuff like that. It's not just drugs, bro. Like, you can be addicted to a lot of shit and you won't even know it. Pussy is a big addiction. Women, ego, just trying to get attention for what? At the end of the day, these people don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing you need to do is just realize if you love yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Other than if somebody actually love you.
Matters.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Everything is love. Light is love. Like DJ Khaled says, light is love. Freaking my religion.
I learned my lesson. Like, I'm shout out to my girl now. Of course, we don't give out names here on this podcast, but again, shout out to my woman. Legit, like, she is a big blessing that, you know, I did fuck up a lot. I really did, but it took a lot of women to leave because I fucked up one time, but one girl to stay, and I fucked up multiple times, and she helped me fix these situations and helped build me as a person. You know what I'm saying? It made me a better person, you know, and that's what I mean by when I say women is good people. You know, women is like the best people ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for women, this world wouldn't rotate the way it is. Because, bro, like real shit, a woman can change you. Don't let that change. You know, don't think a woman can't change you as a person. She really can, and it could be for a good way or it can be for a bad way.
Yep.
And it's up to you to fix it.
And
But if a woman sit up here and you know you fucked up and you know you done cheated and did all this extra bullshit and she stayed with your stupid ass,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and helped you build and, you know what I'm saying, fix the situation, she cares, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, no matter what fucking people say, that's a girl, that's a real woman, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, people got problems. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why would a woman sit up here and leave for one stupid ass fucking issue when you got a good situation going on for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
That's just stupid to me. And people to this day do that shit all the fucking time, bro, and it blows my mind.
every day.
And I'm just like, damn, like, why would you sit up here and just leave a good situation that you're in just because, oh, damn, he done cheated one time? Yes, everybody fucks up. Everybody fucks up. It just takes a real person to say, yes, I understand they fucked up. I understand the reason why they fucked up. We're just going to fix that situation, and we're just going to move forward from here. Right. If we can't, then we're going to separate in a peaceful manner. But if we can, then work it out between you and that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I don't post anything about my woman. It's just because legit seemed like every time back in the day when I did, I would be fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So why would I sit up here and post my woman online when I'm fucking up?
Right.
I'm just making more drama. You know what I'm saying? I'm just stirring the pot more. I'm just whipping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just fucking whipping.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not about to do that, bro. Like, I got more respect for my woman than anything. She's, like I said, she's a blessing to me. And
that's good, bro.
Whenever I feel comfortable, whenever I feel personally ready to show her, that means it's an important moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, in the moments I do show her are important moments. You know what I'm saying? It's not a disrespect thing. Just, you know, all the depression shit I've been through, I look at shit different.
Right.
I don't even post my fucking self. I don't even post my kids. I'm like, so... It is what it is, bro. At the end of the day, I don't really care for nobody's opinion. I mean, I hope I get a positive opinion because everybody want a positive opinion. But when you're a person that used to go from getting 200, 300 likes on something and then now you don't get nothing on shit, it bothers you. So that's why I don't even post anything.
Yeah. But, I mean, you can start doing other things, you know, like, because, you know, you wanted to start vlogging. And, you know, you can start doing car shit.
Yeah,
car videos,
and to be honest with you, that's one of my dreams. That's like the only dream I have, really, is to do what we're doing now. If I can do this full time, yes, like, this is my very first podcast I've technically ever been on. But, of course, my anxiety is kicking in super heavy right now. But,
bro, we're good, man.
It's just because of the fact that, you know, it's my very first one. You know, you just I gotta deal with it. You know,
just here vibing, talking, man. That's all it is. But also, we're gonna get on this baby talk.
We
got a baby on the way,
baby.
Oh man, it's a boy too, right?
Yeah, I'm finally about to have me a son.
Ty Jr.
Big JR.
That's what's up, man. How you feel about it?
At first, bro, I'm not gonna care. I did not want a child.
Yeah.
You know me, like, I didn't want kids, period. I didn't even want the first one. I technically had the first one just because I thought my mama was gonna pass away and I wanted her to be able to see one of my... Oh, shit.
Who you say?
I wanted her to be able to see one of my kids, you know what I'm saying, before she passed away. That's the only reason why I had a kid at the time I had a kid. But real shit, yeah, my daughter's a blessing. Yeah. Now I realize all the fucking mistakes I done did with her, you know, not experiencing her growing up as a kid, arguing and back and forth with her mom and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't realize my fuck ups. You know, that I can sit up here and say I wasn't the best dad that everybody sit up here and dream to be. When, you know what I'm saying, they have a kid. But I didn't realize those mistakes, and I hope that I fix that with Junior. And, you know what I'm saying, and I hope that this one right here is going to be the one to change me as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first I didn't want them. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want kids. So I tried to neglect it at first. But once it kicked in real, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I found out it was a boy. It was just like, yeah, like, I need to actually do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Sorry, I keep coughing. But yeah, I'm excited to definitely see Baby Junior, cause
give me a lighter, bro. Oh, I got one right here.
Cause I'm sure he's gonna look just like
bro,
ass,
I'm telling you.
He's literally gonna look just like
bro.
you.
I'm telling you, like Ari, she now looks just like me. Like she looks exactly like me, bro. And it's unreal.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Shout out to Aria, baby. My baby girl right there. She's the real deal. I'm telling you, she's gonna be the one to break the family curse. I'm telling you. She's gonna be that Hollywood star.
She's gonna take over the world.
I don't care what it is. It can be YouTube. It can be. I low key wanted to write books. You know what I'm saying? Like she loves writing and stuff. I saw that she's
in dancing, or was it ballet?
She loves dancing. Like,
that's awesome.
And bro, you know, kids at her age, you know, they think it's just fun at first, just hanging out with friends and stuff until they actually win a trophy. Bro, when she got that trophy,
I know, I saw. She looked so happy.
Bro, when she got that trophy, dog, she was like, "Oh shit, this ain't just fun anymore. Like, this is actually like real shit." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to take this shit legit. Like,
that's good though, man. For real.
Like that shit kicked in a different way. Like, she used to just go to have fun with her friend girls, you know what I'm saying, and just hang out. You know, of course, being that young, like it's just fun being in that type of atmosphere. You know, all pink walls. You know, all girls scenery. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I'm willing to bet that's probably like the best thing ever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, man.
But bro,
I'm proud of her.
Yeah, man. But once she got that trophy, dog, I legit. That video I sent you, you legit seen that click that go off in her head, and legit, it was like she seen it and she was just like, "Oh shit, I actually did something."
Damn.
She was like, "Oh, I won this." You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Oh shit, like now this shit's real. Like I'm about to get all these." You know what I'm saying? Like she was dedicated.
That's good, man.
Shout out to my baby girl.
Make sure she keep practicing with it and fucking stick with it, you know what I'm saying?
Same way with my stepson. Like this guy guy right here, Max, boy, he's legit going to be, I'm telling you, a engineer. Yeah. Or he's going to be like a pure gamer. Like real shit. Like what I mean by he try to be a pure image of me, he's a white boy. His dad's not in his life at all. Like I'm pretty much am his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the only person he know as a father figure. So legit,
what's up, bro?
This guy right here is gonna be either a pure gamer or he's gonna be a pure like engineer or robotics person, something like that. Like this guy right here, like he breaks every fucking toy he gets. But he always try to attempt to put it back together. And that shit blows my mind. Damn. But then again, I look at myself and I was like, I was that kid too. You know what I'm saying?
So, what are your plans for the future now, man? What are you going to do?
Leave here.
You moving?
I don't really plan on being here much longer. I love it down here, and I actually got comfortable down here, but I'm not going to lie, like, a lot of things made me look at stuff differently. It's, like I said, 2020 really did just change me as a person. Like, I'm the only, like, one out of the only, like, 2 or 3 black people that live in my subdivision I live in now.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So... And I see nothing but Trump flags everywhere still to this day.
Yeah, man, because here it's very slow. Like I said, at the end of this year, I will be moving to Atlanta. So, I would love for you guys to come
and
out
that's
there,
the thing. I actually, whenever I went out there, when we went to Atlanta back in the day, we would just be going to fuck around. Whenever I went and actually looked at property, I see nothing but like Black Lives Matter, you know what I'm saying, signs in people yards and Joe Biden signs and
painted all
things
over
like
place.
that. It made me feel good. Like I was like, damn, like why the fuck do I live here?
Right. Definitely, we're gonna aim to do better, aim for better goals, get to better places, and kill it in 2021, man, because this is our year.
That's the plan.
Hell yeah. But I want to thank you so much, my brother Nuke, for coming on to the Bruised Fruit podcast show for episode 2. If you guys want to check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah. Check out my YouTube channel. It's going to be TAA. It's going to be in the link below.
Yeah, I would definitely
everybody hit me up.
Put that in the description below. Right. And also, if you want to check out my website, I'll also leave that in the description for you guys. Go on there, say what's up. If you want to come on the show, shoot us a message, and we could work something out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, my name is Kwanzi.
Oh yeah, Ty, this right here will be getting bigger and better. Trust me, it's just only the first beginnings. It's gonna be getting to the point where it's gonna be blowing up. We're gonna try to get us a radio station. We're gonna try to get on iHeart or something. Nigga, we're gonna blow up.
I appreciate it, bro. But you know it, man. I'm with my homie Nuke. It's Kwanzi the Capricorn. Of course, it's no cap. Bruised Fruit.
Yeah.
Peace out, everybody.